Hey guys, it's Natalia here. I'm here today to do a tag video, and the tag I'm going to be doing is the beauty scenarios tag. This was started a little while ago by Lily Pebbles, and I really thought it was really good questions. The questions were very random, but also really quite interesting and made me think quite a bit about it. So I thought that's the tag that I will be doing today. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do it since then, so it's just, I'm jumping on the bandwagon with this one. So the questions are, there's only 8 questions, which is good. It's not like the TMI tag where there's 50 questions, that's just way too much. 8 questions, so let's get into it. The first question is, you have to get rid of all your foundations and you can only keep one high-end and one drugstore. Which do you keep? Okay, so my high-end foundation would probably be my NARS Sheer Glow foundation because I think it's just amazing, and I've just started using it again recently, and it's one of those foundations that I always come back to, and if I didn't have it in my life then it wouldn't be right. I'm almost at the end, so I've got heaps of other foundations to get through, but I think I'm going to have to repurchase one of these anyway, just so I always have it. As far as drugstore foundations go, I haven't really found a drugstore foundation that I can say that I would use, purely because in Australia especially, I can't get foundations from the drugstore that are my skin colouring. The closest one I've got is this L'Oreal Lumi Magique one. That's the darker shade that I can get here in Australia, and as you can see, it is too light for me now with summer, now that I'm tanned. In winter, I could probably get away with it if I use a lot of bronzer to bronze myself up. So I haven't really had a chance to find a good drugstore foundation, purely because I can't wear them. So scenario 2. You go for an interview and the lady interviewing you has lipstick on her teeth. Do you approach the subject or ignore it completely? I would have to say something, because if I can see it on her teeth, the only thing that would be going through my mind the entire interview would be like, you got lipstick on your teeth, you got lipstick on your teeth, hello, you got lipstick on your teeth. And she could be offering me a job, she could be asking me, you know, she could be saying, hey, I'm going to give you $1 million a year for this job. And that wouldn't register, because all I'd be thinking is, you've got lipstick on your teeth, oh my god. So I would definitely have to say something. I think I couldn't let that go at all. That would just put me off the whole interview. And you're not feeling yourself and you need a pick-me-up. Which lipstick do you put on to make yourself feel beautiful? For me, it's going to have to be Max Craving. It is a really, really gorgeous colour. I don't hear many people talk about it on YouTube. That's it there. The reason I would wear this if I was feeling down is because, not only because I love it, I think it's amazing with my skin tone, I can wear it in winter, I can wear it in summer, but it's also the colour that I wore on my wedding day, and I guess wearing this, it just reminds me of my wedding and, you know, all happy days and all that kind of stuff. You know, I've been looking at it for a good couple of years before I bought it, and it's just, yeah, every time I went into a Mac stand, doesn't matter where they're located, or because they always get moved around in different stands, they're not in the same place, I'll just stand there, look at them, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what this colour is, I'll pick it up. It's always been craving, so I had to get it. I'm going to put it on top of this lipstick here just to... Okay, so anyway, lipstick change in the middle of a video. Question 4, you go back in time for a day to your teenage years, how would you do your hair and makeup differently? I would, as far as my hair goes, I would invest in a hair straightener a lot earlier, or ask my mum to get me a hair straightener a lot earlier, because you've probably seen my natural hair, it is just very blur, and my hair's always been quite long, and so I didn't really do much with my hair except just pull it back, just because it was just so there and annoying. Another thing that happened when I don't know how I must have been maybe 14 or 15, Mum thought it was a good idea to give me a bob, and oh my god, that looks so bad. It was shocking. I've got a photo of it, and there's not many photos of me as a kid. I've never really been comfortable in photos, but there's a photo of me with this hair and it just looks disgusting, so I'd make sure that never happened to me. As far as makeup goes, I went through a look. I'm guessing everyone's gone through different phases. I was going through sort of like a grungy kind of look where all I do is just do like thick black eyeliner on the bottom and just, you know, do thick black pencil liner on kohl pencil on my waterline, and I'm sure that look fantastic. I'll probably want to learn a bit more about blending techniques and sort of dimensional eyeshadow looks, because I just really go out with like one colour shadow. I wouldn't really sort of mix it up and have, you know, outer colours and blending colours and transition colours. It was just like one big bam thing of colour. And you know, at the time I thought it looked great. Hair. Question 5. You ask your hairdresser for a shoulder length Pixie Lott haircut, but they hear wrong and give you a pixie cut. Do you A, smile, say thank you, leave and call your mum hysterically? B, cry in the chair and things get awkward? Or C, complain to the manager and demand a refund? Oh my god, the thought of this actually happening to me is probably one of my greatest fears. As you can see, I have got a lot of hair and it is very long. It's actually a lot longer than I thought it was. And for this to be cut off, about this length is probably the shortest I will ever have my hair. The thought of having my hair cut really short is just, it actually, my heart is starting to beat really fast just thinking about that. Like, I cannot do it. Oh my god. So if someone gave me a pixie cut, oh my god, can you sort of, I can't even talk about it. Like, it hasn't happened. Just thinking that it could happen, it really is choking me up. I would cry, I would scream, I would go completely schizo. I'd have everyone in the hairdressing salon think I'm a complete nutcase. I then would complain. I think I would have to somehow negotiate them to give me hair extensions. I could not. I would have to have hair extensions put in straight away, and I'd be negotiating with them a price, like half price, to get my hair extensions changed every couple of weeks until it goes back to an appropriate length. But I could not let them get away with that. I used to have a phobia there for a long time about getting my hair cut, and if I was getting my hair cut and I looked down on the ground, because my hair is so thick, they actually just come at me with like those sort of blunt razors and just go and just hack at my hair. And you know, they can pull handfuls and handfuls. Like they can do this, and my hair, their hands will be full of my hair. And if I looked on the ground and saw that, I would actually start hyperventilating and just really starting freaking out. So I couldn't get a haircut for a very, very long time. Oh my god, I couldn't cope with that. So that is just, I gotta move on. Anyway, your friends surprise you with a 4-day city break. Oh, that would be really nice. Thank you, friends. And you have 1 hour to pack. Which do you do it or palette do you pack in your makeup bag? I think it's going to have to be my Naked One. I think. Purely because it's got everything that I need, and daytime, evening, glamorous, everyday, daytime, no makeup, it's all in here. So I would have to take that. Question 7. Your house has been robbed. Don't worry, everyone is safe. But your beauty stash has been raided. What is the product you really hope is safe? I feel like I don't want to answer this because I feel like my makeup would get offended. What is the one product that I hope is safe? I think out of everything, it would have to be the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, purely because this is limited edition. I don't know if you can still get it. You may still be able to get it, but if they run out, I don't know if this will be available again. I know some of the eyeshadows aren't available. They're like exclusive to this. Like if I have a look at my Naked palette, I can easily go get another Naked palette. The Narcissus palette, I was thinking that because it's limited edition, but most of those eyeshadows are they're most popular, so you can just go buy the individual eyeshadows. But I think the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette, purely because it is limited edition, I don't know if you can still get it. I don't know if you can still get it. Can you still get it? Oh my god, it's broken! I'm pretty sure everything else that I've got that I care about would be replaceable. So yeah, the Urban Decay Vice 2 palette. And last question, your friend borrows your makeup and returns it in awful condition. Do you A, just pretend you haven't noticed, B, ask them to repurchase it, or C, secretly do the same to something of theirs? I wouldn't do C, that's just being a bitch. Would I ask them to repurchase it? It depends how damaged it is. Like if it's completely shattered, like an eyeshadow palette, if it was like the Naked palette and like 5 of the eyeshadows were completely shattered and dust and the whole thing was ruined, I might think about saying, hey, excuse me, you might need to have a look at this and we need to come to some kind of agreement. But if it's just one thing that's, you know, maybe just been dropped or something, like an eyeshadow's been dropped or just something really small, I probably wouldn't really bother about it because I've got so much and I probably don't really need it. And like I said, it can be replaced at a later date. I might just throw in a little snide little remark there. I wouldn't ask them to replace it. I wouldn't really care all that much, but I would throw in a little comment that would bring it to their attention. Let's just say that. So that was question 8. So that wraps up the beauty scenarios tag. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to tag a few people below. I'm going to tag Abby from BeautyMozart. I'm going to tag Kat from Kitsch Snitch. I'm going to tag Melissa Bubbles, Aish from MsGoddessintraining. I'll tag Rchael Jade, Sharon makeup artist, and if I think of anyone else at the top of my head, I will link you guys down below. So go and check out that. If I haven't tagged you, I tag you anyway. Anyone who does videos. If you don't do videos, you want to answer the questions, leave it in the comment bar below because I'd be really interested to see your answers on this one because I think it was a really, really good innovative tag to do. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.